With the 13th pick in the 2019 NBA Draft, the Miami Heat select Tyler Herro from the University of Kentucky.
We've seen all sorts of different projections, right? Like some people are like, oh, this dude's a role player.
Like, and let's be real, he's a selfish-ass player.
Other people, this is a Hall of Famer.
Where did you get that from, Tyler Herro? This man was out 8 months with an ankle injury and come back to Heat magic?
What are the types of goals you have long term?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, I'm in the, same conversation as those guys, the young guys coming up in the league who can be, all-stars, superstars one day. Luka. Trey, Ja, my name should be in that category too.
Herro with 8 seconds left for 3. Yes! Oh my! Herro for 3. Yes! With 7 seconds left, Tyler Herro.
Long three-pointer. Bang! Tyler Herro.
With 2. Herro gets it off for the win. Yes! Yes! Yes!
1% from 3, and they're not a good three-point shooting team. It rolls, and Allen gets it. Herro is down at the other end. Gets it very slowly. Lopez with it. He traveled. And Herro is holding on to his hand. Oh, he is in incredible pain.
Against starting fives, Herro misses that one. He might have sprained his ankle.
Right here, hyperextended his left leg as the foot slid forward and the knee kind of got tweaked there.
Maybe he takes me to take the team and, lead these guys, just make every right play.
Now, I actually made that intro initially for a video that I made a couple months ago, but I think it's very relevant today. The name of that video was The Harsh Truth About Tyler Herro, with that harsh truth being that, truthfully, I don't think any other organizations would want Tyler Herro. He's basically a negative asset at this point. But today, I want to talk about how Heat fans view him, because it was a wild day on Twitter after Tyler Herro liked a couple of tweets that were negative about the Miami Heat, but we'll get into that in a little bit. But I want to start with my opinion, because me personally, I do like Tyler Herro. I know I've made a lot of memes and songs and stuff, but most of that is just jokes. Obviously, y'all know I've shown the Tyler Herro bobblehead that I display in my room on a shelf just out of frame here. So I do like Tyler Herro. He was a decent 3-level scorer. Doesn't get to the rim great, but obviously he's a very good 3-point shooter. Gets to that midi spot very well, which is not an easy shot to do. He's hit some big shots in his career. Seems like a nice guy. So I do like Tyler Herro. But over the last few years, I've admitted that he's not the star player we once all thought that he might be, especially after that 37 points in the Eastern Conference Finals in the bubble of 2020. I thought he had star potential. But obviously within the next few seasons, I would come to admit that he has a lot of injury concerns. He's an absolute turnstile on defense, and he continually comes up short in the playoffs. And it's for all those reasons that I don't think he's a superstar. Well, not even superstar. I don't think he's a star, or necessarily even someone who can be the 3rd best player on a championship team. And that's fine, because he doesn't have to be. He is a high-level role player. And of course, that's a mantra that Royal A. Shepard started a few years ago, and I've kind of been echoing it ever since, but it's not an insult. When we first started saying that, people said, oh, you're a hater, you're being disrespectful. How is calling someone a high-level role player disrespectful? A high-level role player is someone that could win 6th Man of the Year time and time again. Think Jamal Crawford, think Lou Williams, but those aren't guys that can be one of your best players on a championship team. So it's not disrespectful. A high-level role player is someone that can have a very long and successful career in the NBA. It's just we were early in acknowledging that's what Tyler Herro was. And a lot of people didn't necessarily agree with us at first, but I do think in the years since, particularly after this last bad playoff run that Tyler Herro had, a lot of people are also starting to agree that Tyler Herro is a high-level role player. But that list of people now seems to include Tyler Herro himself. based off his recent likes on Twitter. Now, I want to shout out Zay at Zay McGuire on Twitter. No disrespect to my guy Zay, because we actually cool. I think he's an awesome dude. He subscribed to the channel, so shout out to you, my boy Zay. But here is the initial tweet that kind of started all this controversy. Zay tweeted out, switch Derek White and Tyler Herro and ask White to be a #1 scoring option while Jimmy takes the regular season off, and see how good White's efficiency is. LMAO, situation matters. And of course, here's the proof that Tyler Herro liked the tweet. And I get what Zay is saying, of course. I mean, this is in response to Derek White getting his extension. He'll be making about the same per year as Tyler Herro, but Derek White is a much better player. And what Zay is kind of saying is that if Tyler Herro had that sort of role as the third best player and not the guy who was forced to take a bunch of shots because Jimmy's out or Jimmy's coasting, maybe we would see Herro's efficiency go up and just have a whole different perspective on him. So I get what you're saying, Zay. And I don't necessarily disagree, because what you're kind of doing is calling Tyler Herro a high-level role player. But there's a couple problems with Tyler Herro liking this tweet. One, the tweet acknowledges that Jimmy coasted during the regular season, so I don't think that's a good look for Herro to be liking that. And the second problem is that Herro also liked a follow-up tweet from @Destiny9888 on Twitter, which said, free Tyler Herro from this toxic fan base at Miami Heat. And again, here's the proof that Tyler Herro liked that tweet as well. And I also want to show Zay's follow-up to the initial tweet, which said, Tyler sees the disrespect. The Heat put him in a terrible position in the regular season. Asking him to be the #1 option all season long is not the way it should be. Tyler would be incredible in Derek White's situation. A lot of one-on-one easy looks as a third option. And this is kind of where I got frustrated, right? Because he talks about the disrespect and the Heat putting him in a bad position. And I say, really? Do you remember the intro that I started this video with? Because was it the Miami Heat that said Tyler Herro is the next Luka Doncic? Was it the Miami Heat who said he's the next Trae Young or Ja Morant? Was it the Miami Heat who demanded Tyler Herro gets a $120 million extension? Was it the Miami Heat who said Tyler Herro must start and they refused to put him off the bench? Because I say no. All of that stuff was from Tyler Herro. So I say, Tyler, now you're liking tweets calling the fan base toxic because they want you out of here because the fit isn't great? Now you liking tweets saying the Heat did you wrong and Jimmy Butler did you wrong by coasting, so they put you in the first option, which isn't optimal for you? Because just a couple years ago, you were saying you were Luka Doncic. And now you're blaming Jimmy Butler for coasting and putting you in a bad situation. Okay, Jimmy Butler is not the one that said that you have to start. When you refused to come off the bench after thriving in your 6th Man of the Year role. But you said you were done with that. You demanded a starting role. You refused to sacrifice. That wasn't Jimmy Butler that said you had to be in that situation. When you got all these Heat fans here clamoring, keep Tyler off the bench, let him be that go-to scorer, let him be that Lou Will off the bench. But you said, no, I want to start. And we're watching this Heat team struggle to barely even make the playoffs. We're watching your awkward fit in the starting lineup with Jimmy and Bam. We're watching Duncan Robinson have way more chemistry with your cornerstone and Bam Adebayo than you will ever have. But you are demanding a starting spot because you're the star. And then when you get the opportunity to prove to the world that you're the star, because Jimmy Butler is missing the playoffs, you get to play the Boston Celtics in the first round, and you get to show everyone that you are the true first option. And then when you fail, when you only average 16 points per game in that series and shoot 38% from the field, when you fail, now you're not a star no more? Now it's the Miami Heat's fault. Now it's Jimmy Butler's fault. That's ridiculous, Tyler Herro. And that's very, very lame of you to start blaming everyone else but yourself. When you're finally realizing what we've all been saying all along, is that you're not a star, you're a high-level role player. And there definitely is disrespectful fans out there who cross a line. I'm not denying that. But there's a lot of Heat fans who just want to move on from Tyler Herro because they acknowledge that it's not working. And I don't want to make Tyler Herro the scapegoat, but you're not going to trade Jimmy. You're not going to trade Bam. Tyler Herro is the most obvious next option. And like I was saying earlier, the fit is not great. I mean, hell, if anything, the facts are they don't need Tyler Herro because they lost him in the first round versus the Milwaukee Bucks 2 years ago, and they made the NBA Finals. What happens when Tyler Herro comes back? They got their ass kicked in the first round because Tyler Herro can't handle the pressure of an on-ball aggressive defense because he's not that guy. He's not a number one option. Now, does all of these Twitter antics mean that Herro is officially gone? There's no way they can bring him back after this? Well, I don't necessarily think so, but it's certainly not a great look because Tyler Herro, as directly as you possibly could, asked the Miami Heat to trade him by liking a tweet saying, "Free Tyler Herro from these toxic fans at Miami Heat." That's what that means. But one, I don't think this is necessarily something they can't overcome. And two, even if the Heat did want to trade Tyler Herro, they still need another team to agree. And that seems to have been the impossible part over the last few seasons. And I guess it's impossible to confirm whether Herro actually liked these tweets because on Twitter now you can't see who liked posts. We have to rely on the sole person who posted the tweet to share their notifications. I'm not saying those guys were lying. I think they have no reason to lie. That's why I believe these reports and these screenshots. I'm just saying that I can't personally verify it. That's all. And I was gonna say it's shaping up to be an interesting offseason one way or another, but that doesn't necessarily seem to be true because a couple days into free agency, all the Miami Heat have done is sign Kevin Love and goddamn Drew Smith. But I'm not going to talk about Tyler Herro's trade value or do trade packages for that right now because I've done that 1,000 times on this channel. You could search it, just search Anthony DiNardo, Tyler Herro. But also, I'm sure as this situation drags on, I'll make more videos solely dedicated to that topic. So make sure to subscribe because I'll be coming all off season with the great Heat content, and like the video so the algorithm pushes this out to everyone so they can see. I'm on a goal right now to hit 5K subs by the start of next season. We're currently less than 300 away, so I do greatly appreciate all the support. All of that being said, at least we can finally acknowledge that Tyler Herro knows he's a high-level role player.
Best drip here.
Thought he gonna be a star, but he's not that guy. No, he ain't. Thought the bubble boy set the bar, but that was a lie. Yep, Marcus Smartass. T-Rex arms cannot guard, and I know why.
Why, man?
Sing it with me, man. Cause he's a high, cause he's a high, cause he's a high level role player. Fast break, he pulling a 3, cause he's not shy. God,
Come on,
check
it out.
Could have had a layup that was free, so now I sigh. 3-on-1 fast break too. Cause he always gonna need a screen, and I know why.
Why, man?
I know why. Cause he's a high, cause he's a high, cause he's a high.
Good next one, good
Level role player. Call him boy blunder or even one quarter wonder, cause he got 10 in the first, so I'll take the second half under assumption that he'll suck, not the random abrupt eruption. He often disrupts the offense and stops it from being functional. I get that he's combustible, that doesn't mean that he should be untouchable. I'll tell you why. Cause he's a high, cause he's a high, cause he's a high level role player. Hey, he fooled me too, man. 37 in the ECF, man. I was fooled too.
Tyler is great.